I've been doing some more work on these door trims, and I've come up with a sort of new method of attachment related to the original, but new. So the top edge of the inner door moulding is completely flat, and originally there was a piece of quadrant, wooden quadrant going across there, which rounded it off, if you like. It was screwed on, and I'm not quite sure how they managed to get the fabric, let alone the felt layer in between. Presumably they did it with the glass off. Not really sure, to be honest. But anyway, my method is a bit like this. So I've managed to get the felt layer, which you can hardly see now. This is fixed to this aluminium quadrant. It's fixed on there with Sikaflex. I never know what the stuff is called. Sikaflex or Sikaflex. Oh, Tiger Seal. So not Sika anything. Okay, it's fixed on with Tiger Seal. And very sticky stuff it is too, and yeah, it makes your hands quite dirty, even the next day. And that is screwed on to the top edge of the door moulding with these little screws, which hold it on. And then the fixing for the fabric part is like this. So here we have the quadrant, same size as it was before, and we have a number of screws, and the screws screw into the alloy strip, and I can't demonstrate it one-handed, but if you flip, let's see if I can do it. If you flip the fabric layer over and screw it in, which I certainly can't do one-handed, you get quite a decent fit. And it's a continuous piece of fabric from the top of the door to the bottom of the door, which is very unlike how it was done before. So yeah, a one-piece upholstery layer with no joins in it, and while not perfect, it's certainly a lot better than what used to be there. So here is the quadrant screwed to the alloy strip, alloy quadrant. Of course, although the screw heads kind of stick out a little bit because it's well padded. It's well padded up here. I've tried to countersink them, but they're not going to show through anyway. So that's how it works. Then drop the fabric down, and this is how it looks. I'm pretty pleased with that. So now I've got to make a hole in it for the actual door handle. So that's my next task, I think. And after some trimming, we get this. And I'm actually quite pleased with this, because if you're familiar with these type of door handles, you will know that normally they are fitted with these plastic trims that go around the edge, which are designed obviously to make fitting neater. But because of the kind of slightly elastic nature of this fabric, I don't need them. So it provides a little bit of distance between this setup and the British Leyland original handle setup. Yeah, I'm quite pleased with that. I just need to finish the rest of the door now. So I've just sewn around the edge, and looks quite finished off now. It's surprising how much more flexible it is when the pins aren't in there anymore. Maybe that's obvious, I don't know. I've got a prototype, as it were, speaker hole here, but I haven't actually got the speakers, so I'm going to leave that for the moment. And I've also got this plastic board, which is probably going to go be stuck to the back of this, but it's kind of optional, as you can perhaps see. You don't necessarily need it, but I'm kind of mulling that one over slightly. Anyway, so that's the quadrant, which now screws into the right angle section quite nicely. These little screws were bought specially for the purpose. Obviously need to be small diameter and short length, because we don't want them touching the glass. So this will be the official way of taking the trim off. Undo these screws and just lift the whole thing up and it will come off. Well, do it the other way around. Lift the whole thing up, unscrew the screws, and the whole thing will come off. And my handle probably going to have to do something with this handle, because I can't properly tighten it up because it's fixed with a loose nut, or two loose nuts on the inside of the door. So what would be really good is kind of to make it adjustable, as it were, tension wise. So anyway, there we go, and it is somewhat flexible, stretchy, so I can kind of finesse the precise fit quite well. Now here's the door trim almost complete. So we have a speaker, a door handle, and the door opening catch obviously put in. And the only thing I haven't yet done is glue the fabric layer onto the backing layer. The backing layer is fixed though. Those pieces of tape you can see are to fix the clip that fixes the backing into the alloy panel that's behind it, and just to stop them from falling out, I've put some tape over. But so you can pull this backing layer off, but you have to use a screwdriver and so on, so it becomes a little bit more difficult at that point to get the trim off the door. But yeah, that's pretty much completed, and I've also got the wiring for everything in the door coming through into the cabin. So speaker, electric window wiring, and electric central locking, which is down here somewhere. So that's ready for the next stage. I shouldn't need to go inside the door any further. So yeah, I just need to finalise my opinion on whether to glue this or not.